All right, Niner Nation, this week on Panning for Gold, we talk Bed Bath & Beyond, Plinko, Uptown Tip-Off, 49er football, Coach John Cullen's mic'd up, and a one-on-one with Ed Schlicter. All that and much, much more coming up around the bend. Panning for Gold starts right now. All right, Niner fans, that time of the week once again, The Beat starts right now. We start headlines this week with the Uptown Tip-Off. That's going to be held Tuesday, October 5th at the corner of Trade and Tryon. It is the mecca of downtown Queen City. During lunch hours, you can come down from your office buildings, say what's up to Coach Major, Coach Aston. The players will be there, Gold Dusters, cheerleaders, the band will be playing. I mean, it is an extravaganza, the Uptown Tip-Off. October 5th, we'll have the Pop-A-Shot out there. We're going to be playing a little Plinko. Everybody loves Plinko. Heck, you might even win some prizes! Woo! In other news, we follow up a story we did last week about DeJuan Harris. DeJuan recently dropped 31 points over there in Finland. Gee, where was that when you were at Charlotte? DeJuan Harris just managed a career high of 20 points. That was against Youngstown State here at Charlotte, but DeJuan dropping 31. Great news, man. Keep up the good work over there in Finland. Panning for Gold now has its own Twitter handle. That's right, PFG is tweeting away. Twitter.com/PanningForGold2. It's a pretty straightforward Twitter address. Again, Panning for Gold 2. We tried to grab Panning for Gold, but it was already taken. Apparently some mining company out in San Francisco or California somewhere already snagged that. We were sent scrambling a bit, but we did manage to find a Twitter name, Panning for Gold 2. Follow us, or I will break your clavicle. That is your collarbone, and yes, I will just karate chop it right in half. Don't test me, because I will do it. Our next headline, the 4.9er is right around the corner. That's the race they run on campus October 23rd at 8:49 in the morning. Not 8:45, not 9 o'clock, 8:49. It's just precious. You know, they're playing off the 49ers. If you didn't get that, you really probably shouldn't be watching this show. But we move on. 4.9er, it raises scholarship dollars so the races run on campus. The basketball coaches, Alan Major and Karen Aston, will be starting the race. I don't know if that means they're going to be shooting a gun, dropping a flag, or whatever it is that the starters do to start a race. But PFG was actually going to field a team. Kevin, Siraj, Garrett, myself, we were all going to field a team to run. But then we remembered the last time I ran out in public. Yeah, you know, the race against D-Law remains one of the top 5 dumbest things I've ever done in my life. Seriously, so I will not be running in public anytime soon. The 49er Street Team is back in action along with 49erfanatics.com. They're traveling around to local Lowe's home improvement stores, and the road trip continues on October 9th. They'll be hitting up the University location of Lowe's. Again, that's the Charlotte 49er Street Team and 49erfanatics.com. Where else can you bring the kids, hit up a little Pop-A-Shot, get some 49er gear, and buy a new washer and dryer all at the same time? Nowhere else. That's where. Lowe's Home Improvement Store, University location, October 9th. Make a day of it, you know? A little Lowe's, a little Bed Bath & Beyond. If there's enough time. I know, let's not push it. Only if there's enough time, I understand. But it is a lot of fun out there. Be sure to head out there October 9th, Lowe's University location. Sources have also told me that the football t-shirt, the inaugural Charlotte Campbell football t-shirt that was being sold at the bookstore last week, sold out like this. They are getting more in. 300 more t-shirts have been ordered, shipped. They should be there by the end of the week, so head over there, get your t-shirt, or you can always log on to charlotte49ers.com to get that coveted inaugural football game t-shirt, Charlotte against Campbell. I've seen it. You see the image right here. It's pretty sharp looking. That's going to do it for headlines this week. I'm going to need your help once again, guys. It's that time for Highlights. They're getting better. They're getting better of the week.
All right, Niner fans, not much happened last week on the 49er campus, so we go into the archive reel once again, and with Whitney Weinrob closing in on the all-time career gold list here at Charlotte, needing just 2 more, we show you some of her better highlights. That was a favorite of mine from a couple years back. How about this one? Flipping it to herself, over to the defender, fights it off, kicks it with the right foot, right top shelf, top left corner. That was amazing. We rewind, show it to you in slow-mo. But yeah, Weinrob needing just 2 more goals to tie the school record for career goals. We'll be on the lookout for that this weekend.
We will certainly keep a close eye on Whitney Weinrob as she heads up to New England along with the rest of the team this weekend to battle UMass and Rhode Island. I think also on their schedule is to eat a little clam chowder, because you can never go to New England and not eat a little clam chowder. We move on, that time of the week once again. It's our weekend weather update with our in-house meteorologist, Garrett Biedenbaugh, who last week was rather disappointing with his forecast. It was completely opposite of what he said, so please do not take this very seriously. Garrett, we have a lot of home athletic events this weekend. Friday, it's cross country. Saturday, it's men's soccer. And we have volleyball inside Halton Arena. What's the forecast for inside Halton Arena Friday and Saturday?
Thanks, AJ. Garrett Biedenbaugh here with your weekend weather update. Don't forget, we record this on a Tuesday, so by the time you watch it on the weekend, it could have changed just a little bit. But we'll head to our expensive weather graphics right now. Friday, cross-country meet at 4 p.m. We're looking at mostly sunny conditions, maybe a few fair weather clouds up there in the sky. We'll have high temperatures reaching around 77 degrees. As we head into Saturday, it's going to get even cooler as a cold front approaches the area. Game days at 7 p.m. for the Niners men's soccer team as they take on the Furman Paladins at Transamerica Field. Be sure to go out there and support the Niners. Looking at high of 74 degrees for your Saturday, but it will be cooler at game time, so make sure you bring a light jacket. As we transition into Sunday, looking at mostly sunny skies. Once again, maybe a slight chance of rain in the forecast for you, but a high reaching around 70 degrees if we reach that. Now back to you, AJ, with more Panning for Gold.
Thank you, Garrett. And fans, whatever he just told you, please prepare for the exact opposite. We'll be back with much more here on PFG. Coach Schlicter and mic'd up with Coach John Cullen. You're not going to want to miss it.
You're watching Panning for Gold at Charlotte49ers.com.
Here we go, come on. I was like, if you're cold and you're wearing that, that's going to make a heck of a difference to your warmth. Hey, ladies, what time do you think curfew should be tonight, knowing that we've got an early start tomorrow? I think you do set a curfew, otherwise they'll stay up late all night and then they'll want to sleep all day. Come on, Oni! I know you love this. Oh, we're in sync. We want to get ourselves ready for the first conference game, UMass. They're going to be very emotionally charged up for their first game in front of their home fans. So what we've got to do today is prepare right. But they are a team that likes to put a ball forward, likes to put a ball in behind, likes to put a ball over the top. So we've got to be aware of that defensively. And as we start to play today, we'll show some areas that we can attack them. Have we got it? Be reaching for a ball. Let's get our body behind the ball. There's a prime example of what not to do. Well done, D. Right on cue. If you ever need a demo, call out D. Don't overrun your pass. Don't overrun it. Go, play quick, play quick. Nice and quick with the passing. Don't be afraid to put some pace on it. I'd rather you overhit it than underhit it. Overhit it really challenges us. Underhit it does us a disservice. Good. There's a bit of a river dance in between that one there. But we talked that practice yesterday of being a better team pressing now. Okay, the temperatures are getting cooler, the surfaces are starting to get slicker, so put teams under pressure. Okay, when we go up there this weekend, it's going to be colder. It's going to be an ideal situation to work harder for longer periods. So what we need is our front players making sure that when we're attacking and we're trying to open them up, the minute we lose it, we're straight into a pressing shape. Okay, come back, come back, come back. Got to watch that blue cone, brilliant player. Give that to Vito. Okay, the biggest thing, and we talked about this last year, is Weinrob's made a run out the middle. So what have they got defensively right now? They've got nobody to mark. We've got to recognize if you come out, well, I'll be trying to play you down that line in there, that's fine. All right? But if she comes out of there, that has got to be filled by Mackie or Kirby. What's with the fingernails not matching the toenails? Is there some sort of statement going on here, a bit of an identity crisis? Like the idea, just tell her where you're putting it so she knows where she's going to get it from. The obvious choice would be to play down the line. The next obvious choice is to come inside and play that ball right in there for the next player to run onto. Go and seal her off, and then she just puts that ball in there for you. When we're here, we're looking to just get something real decisive. Off you go, play, touch and deliver.
All right, Niner fans, back here to conclude another edition of Painting for Gold. And this weekend, a big weekend for the 49er cross-country team. So we thought we'd bring the main man, Coach Ed Schlicter, into the practice gym, give him some run. A big weekend for you guys. And, you know, first of all, you're a young alum here. And I'm a young alum. So we kind of have that connection. And you really just bleed green. Were you, as a student, were you one of those guys that painted their faces? I mean,
I did. I have a classic photo of a basketball game where we're all painted up. I think we used like lead paint, and that probably wasn't a good idea. But no, I mean, I definitely loved the passion for the school. I remember going out doing workouts. It'd be pouring down rain. It'd be like 35 degrees. I'd be like, I love this stuff. This is great. You know, just get the guys fired up.
And it's great to have you back as a coach, and I'm sure that you kind of have that same influence on your runners too.
Oh yeah. We're constantly, talking about repping the C, as I like to call it. We're very prideful down at the cross country locker rooms and out when we're doing our runs, and it's, we definitely just love to show it everywhere we go.
I have to commend you of all the teams. Whenever I see the cross-country runners on campus, whether it be Kiara or anybody else, they're always in green. They have their Niner gear on. So big props to you on that, of course. And
yeah.
When fans come to soccer games, another thing, we talked about this the other day, that C-pick on the hillside, people might not know this, that is all you're doing.
Well,
you were the originator of that, my friend.
Me and two other guys, yeah. We definitely came together on that, and it was just something like, we've got this weird little statue up at the top, nice statue. I'm glad we have it, but we had this big bear patch on the hill, and we're like, you go to other schools and you see how they've got their logo in this spot, maybe it's out of bushes or maybe it's something else, and we were like, what would look great there is a giant C-pick. So, we went up there and we were
You
like...
were a vandal, a little spray paint.
Yeah, we, crawled up there and, marked it out. Ryan Schenk was this, big-time finance major, a real smart guy, and he'd put in his little flags, and he graphed it out and, had a little string and had his little carbon copy here, and he was like, all right, we need to spray paint square 7G, all right, and we need a little half circle there.
Green.
Yeah, so...
Certainly evolved now. It's a more permanent structure, which is great. Let's talk about this weekend. You guys, big weekend. McAlpine Park.
McAlpine Creek Park.
Let's throw it out to the fans. Why should the fans come out and check this out?
It's your only opportunity within a 2-hour radius to see us run. So if you want to come out and cheer us on, that would be great. But the reasons why you need to come out is because we got Amanda Getchis running this weekend. We've got our two squads running, the men and the women. We're trying to have this be the turning point in the season. McAlpine's a course that's been around for nearly 30 years, and so in the running community, everybody's always like, well, what'd you run at McAlpine? What'd you run at McAlpine? And all the teams that we're running against this weekend, they all grew up running at McAlpine. It's the course that you have to run on in the South to qualify for the high school national championship. So for us to be able to have our home meet there, it's kind of like a coming back, kind of feeling for all these runners, and they're like going back and like, oh, remember when I was in high school, I ran this time. And
it puts Charlotte in a national spotlight, which is always
right.
Cross country this weekend, Friday, 4 and 4:30, right?
4 and 4:30. Yeah, we'll be out there running hard.
Coach, thank you so much, man. A lot of fun. Taking some time out of your busy schedule for this quick one-on-one. That's going to do it for this week of PFG. We'll come back, do it all over once again next week. Check us next time.